Hey, it's Robbie here, and this is Frecky Fit Wolf. It's the 21st of October, so it's still Vlogtober, so today I'm going to be doing a tag video. Alright, so this one I haven't actually been tagged in myself. I just wanted to do a tag video, and I kind of wanted to focus on weight loss for this. A lot of them are very random as far as what the topics can be. You know, I've done the coffee or tea tag, I've done get to know me tags and things like that. But this is a weight loss channel and I want to do some weight loss questions. So I searched online for some, and then I also wrote some myself, and I kind of didn't think of answers before getting on here, so bear with me. First of all, I do want to say that the people I'm going to be tagging are going to be Dish with D, Joan's Pointed Plate, Let's Get Fit with Sandy, because I will always tag her in everything, 100 to Life, A Fat Girl's Journey, Trials of a Long-Haired Girl, and A Girl with Her Phone. These are all amazing channels, amazing people. I love watching them. They are super dear to my heart. And I wanted to tag some new people besides Let's Get Fit with Sandy. You all know my other friends and the other people that I adore. I have tagged them in a million things. So I'm going to leave them out of this one. Don't be mad at me, guys. I want to share the love with other people. But yeah, so those are the people I'm going to be tagging. They will be linked in the description box down below. And you can click on their channels to get to know them, and also to hear what their answers are. So, as I said, this is all about weight loss. Sorry, I drank a lot of tea tonight and I'm kind of gurgling in my throat. So anyway, the first question is, what was your highest weight? My highest weight was actually the beginning of this journey, which was 376.8. So easy one to start off with. What diets have you done, or other methods of weight loss? Well, you know, the first time I lost a ton of weight was with Weight Watchers Points Plus. And then throughout my life, like as a teenager, I did Atkins. I did an older version of Weight Watchers. I've done keto. I've done calorie counting with my Fitness Pal. I've done what are those shakes? Those I forget what they're called. Either way, the things where you make the shake in the morning, every morning. You have that for 2 meals and then a sensible dinner. I can't think of what they're called, but you know them. You've seen them. They were popular back in late 90s, early 2000s. So I've done those. And then as far as other methods, like without dieting, I've done different exercise things. I did the Richard Simmons. I've done the Taibo. I've done the gym membership thing. All of that type of stuff. So yeah. So that's all of them. And I'm sure I'm missing some because I've tried a million different things, guys. I can't remember them all. All right. So why are you losing weight? That one I've talked about a lot. My back pain, my breathing issues, fitting into rides at Six Flags or into chairs, all of that type of stuff. I have a million reasons. Those are my big ones, but then other things like, they make cuter clothes for smaller people, and, physical attractiveness, things like that are minor categories, which I still think are completely valid. I'm totally fine with a little bit of vanity. All right, so number 3. Oh, wait, no, I just said number 3. Number 4, what is your favorite food? It's really hard for me to pick favorite anything. It really depends on the mood I'm in and what meal we're talking about and what part of the meal we're talking about. So that's really hard to say. And that's a true foodie and true fatty right there. Like, got to give me some specifics. I will say that peanut butter or Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are a huge weakness of mine, so that can be way up there. I do love cheesecake. I love carby foods, pastas, and not really breads, but pastas and steak and potatoes type of stuff. That's more my weaknesses, more than sweets. So it's hard to say an actual favorite food per se. Number 5, how do you reward your accomplishments? I currently have mini goals that I set for myself. Like my next one is coming up. I'm so close, guys. When I lose 40 pounds total will be my next mini goal. And I'm going to I have this board up here. You can kind of see the edge of it right there. And I list a bunch of little rewards. So they're things like new clothes, or there's a certain figure from this video game I play that I really want. Shoes, different things like that. You know, go see a movie, things that I don't normally do for financial reasons or for other reasons, just something to make me feel good. And honestly, I'm not ashamed of you know, if your reward wants to be food. People say, oh God, no, don't reward yourself with food. That defeats the purpose. No. You can have a little bit extra. Have that treat that you don't typically have. And I'm fine with that. Like if that feels like a reward and you treat it like a reward, you have it that one time, it's okay. I mean, I think that's fine. Okay, what was your most rewarding non-scale victory? This is question number 6. This time around, probably fitting into my next size of clothing. Sorry, this camera, I'm gonna hold up. That, I made this really foggy and it's like blurred all this. Probably fitting into another size of clothing. I can't talk. That would probably be my biggest reward so far this go around. Because I mean, I was able to wear that kilt, which I did not think I was going to be able to. This size here is a size smaller than what I've been wearing for probably the last year. So that's exciting. So, I mean, I'm early into my weight loss journey. That's probably my biggest. Number 7. What will you do at goal? You know, I don't know. I don't have an end game reward set up, besides the fact that I'll be super freaking happy, and I'll probably think of something then, especially because a lot of my stuff that I want to do costs a lot of money and that I got to plan for. So probably when I do reach goal, I'll think of a reward that I want and plan for it. Sounds a little simple, but it's hard to get specific exactly. So yeah, that will probably be what I do. I might cry. I don't know. Definitely gonna give myself a lecture not to get it all back again. Okay, number 8. What diet / plan are you on now? Currently, I am on the old Weight Watchers plan called Points Plus. They don't honor it, so I'm using iTrackBites, an app that has basically all of the old Weight Watchers plans, plus a keto plan, plus a calorie counting plan, and I'm doing Carb Conscious on there, which is equal to the Points Plus plan. So I use that app most for mine, and I track that plan. Plus, I have underneath it my calories, so I can kind of pay attention to those as well and keep them in there. I've actually been thinking about doing another video kind of explaining it in a little bit more details. I've done one already, but people still kind of ask a lot. But yeah, so that's what I'm using, and just throwing it out there. If you plan on using iTrackBites or are curious about it, there's a link in my description that you can click on. And if you decide to go pro, because there's some features that are pro only, you can get a discount on there. But even if you don't go pro, it's still an amazing plan, an amazing app. I highly recommend it. All right, so 9. What was the first habit you changed at the start of your weight loss journey? You know, I'm going to bring up the first time I lost weight because that stuck around. The first habit I broke was drinking regular soda. Because if you know Points at all, like Points Plus, the first time I lost weight, I used to drink 72 points worth of Mountain Dew a day. And that was the hardest thing for me to break. I still drink diet soda occasionally, usually at work. I only drink it at work now. I don't drink it at home typically. Except for on certain like special occasion days or whatever. But that was hard. I was hardcore addicted. I mean, 72 points. We're talking like 4 liters a day. That was probably the number one biggest change I made that go around. This go around, Honestly, just portion controlling was my biggest change. Paying attention to what I'm putting in my mouth. That's probably the biggest thing. Tracking it, paying attention. Okay, so number 10. This one I almost didn't leave in here. What is your favorite body part? I would probably say my head. Like, I don't know how else to say it. This stuff I like. I love my hair. I love my lips. I do like my nose. I mean, I like my face. My head, my face, my lips, I think my eyes are nice. I don't know. My eyebrows, I need to wax the middle here, but other than that, they have a good shape. As far as the rest of my body, I'll admit I'm not a huge fan. I mean, you guys can't see it that often. I do have a nice curvature to my butt. But other than that, not a huge fan. My mom gave me her giant thighs. Miss you, Mom, but she didn't need to give me those. And yeah, so I would say that. Okay, number 11. What are your non-scale goals? That goes into part of why I'm losing weight. It is, fitting into more clothing options because, especially for guys, they make some ugly clothes for fat people. That kind of makes me mad, first of all. But, whatever. Getting into, like, even this is still a 3X, but this is a little bit cuter than some of the 4 or 5X clothing. They think all fat guys love polos. I don't like polos at all. So that is a huge non-scale goal. And then, like I said before, I really want to be able to fit on rides at Six Flags. I want to go skydiving. I really do. That actually might be, to whatever question number that was earlier, that might be what I plan to do when I meet my goal. Go skydiving. I really want to do that. I'm scared to death of heights, and that's why I want to do it. I want to face a fear. And just fit into things easier. Like, I do know, like, Let's Give It with Sandy, like, she left a comment on one of my things about, being able to sit in certain seats while she was watching her grandkids do stuff. I think bleachers, or something. I forgot what it was. Sandy, comment, let me know. But, I get that. Sitting in chairs without my thigh, especially if they have arms, without my thighs hurting by the end of it because they've been digging into my leg the whole time. That's something I'm looking forward to. And, if friends want to go do something, me being able to keep up with them, that'd be great without being out of breath and whiny at the end of it. So that's enough of those. 12. What is making losing weight hard for you? / what's your biggest challenge? It's really hard to say. I think my biggest challenge would be emotional eating. Like doing something else instead of eating when I am extremely upset or extremely happy or any extreme emotion. That is a huge trigger for me. So that would be my biggest challenge, which luckily, for the most part, I've got figured out. There's still some things that pop up that, like, holy cow. But for the most part, I've got plans set to keep myself busy and to get past that. So but it still can be hard, especially when you're emotional. Sometimes it's very hard for you to not want to do what feels good. Okay, so number 13. What is the number one best tip you have for losing weight? Honestly, and I don't care which plan you're on, tracking is the number one thing. Especially track before you buy, before you order, definitely before you put it in your body. That is important. Actually, Trials of a Long-Haired Girl was talking about that. She messaged me the other day because she ordered her lunch before she tracked, but she tracked before she ate. And she was like, holy cow, this is X amount of points or calories. And she's like, and it's lunchtime. So luckily she was able to adjust and adapt the rest of the day because she thought she was making a healthy choice with it. And when she actually tracked it, she's like, whoa, it's a lot more than I thought. So that is something that I've learned the hard way a million times, where I'm like, okay, that sounds healthy. I'll just order that. But there's a lot of hidden points in a lot of things, especially when you're talking about restaurants, because they use a lot of oils. They use a lot of additives for flavoring and mayonnaise and seasoning and dressing, all of that. So tracking first is my number one tip. Number 14. What advice would you give yourself at your highest goal weight? Advice. See, this one was worded weird, but I kept it in anyway. So advice for myself at my highest weight. That would have been 376 right before I started this. Probably, especially because mentally I was getting very down on myself about it. So the only advice, or it's not really even advice, but what I would tell myself is, you can make a choice. You can change this. You do not have to stay where you're at. It's possible. It's doable. Especially for me, I've done it before, but here I am 20 weeks later, and I'm down 37 pounds. And if I realized then how, I don't want to say easy, because it's not easy, but if I realized how doable it was, because I had been trying a lot, and I had been failing a lot. And so I was on the verge of just giving up and be like, whatever. I'm just going to always be the fat guy. I'm going to have a heart attack when I'm 40. People will miss me, but it is what it is. And that's a really hard mindset to get over. And so if I could tell myself back then, even though, like I said, we're only talking 20 weeks ago, and it's amazing how far mentally and physically I've come in 20 weeks. Wow, when I break it down like that, wow. But yeah, that is what I would tell myself, that it's doable. You just have to start, and you have to track, and you have to stick to it. And honestly, like I said, doing these videos, you guys, you make it for me. Watching the other YouTubers and you guys commenting on mine, watching me, supporting me, that is huge. That is so huge, and I'm so thankful for it. So yeah, I'm not going to get all sappy with it. I'm actually kind of tearing up. That's weird. So let's move on. The last question, number 15. What is your number one way to stay motivated? I say this all the time. Remember your whys. I think I just made a video on it like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I don't know. But yeah, the meme of the week. Remember your whys. I hear this problem a lot. I see it in different Facebook groups. I hear, just people in general talking like they do well and they want to fall off. And it's so frustrating. And they don't know, well, how do I stay focused? And I go watch the last meme of the week titled "Remember Your Why." That is seriously so important. So I'm not going to go into all of it, but that's before you even start. You need to know why you want to do it. And if you just hold on to it, like I said, I have this motivation board right up here. I think in a video soon, I'm going to pull it down and show you guys again, because it's been a while. That was weeks ago or months ago. Oh. But knowing your whys helps so much. When I'm feeling frustrated or ready to quit, I remember the back pain. I remember the breathing. I remember the clothes that don't fit, the underwear that won't fit over my thighs too easily. All of those things that will be better with the weight loss. That is my number one tip. Holding those close to you. Stick them up where you see them first thing in the morning. Stick them on your fridge. Stick them all over the place. Whatever you need to do. I mean, write them down and make it your wallpaper on your phone. Actually, that's a good idea. I just thought of that. I think I'm going to do that instead of Vegito here. None of you guys know who he is, but it's fine. But anyway, yeah, that is my number one tip for staying motivated. And that's all the questions. So I thought that was fun. I think that was actually a cool one. Even if I did write some of the questions myself, not tooting my own horn. But yeah, so again, I am repeating that I am tagging Dish with D, Joan's Pointed Plate, Let's Get Fit with Sandy, 100 to Life, A Fat Girl's Journey, Trials of a Long-Haired Girl, and A Girl and Her Phone. And their links will be in the description below. And just a quick reminder, guys, I have a Facebook group. The link is down below. Please join. I've got 100 people so far, and it's been a lot of fun. I like interacting with you guys. Great support system. Everybody's so positive and helpful and humorous. It's great. So join that. It would be wonderful to have you. I do have a Facebook page. I mainly just post links to my videos, but feel free to join that too. I'm on Instagram, and like I said, there's a link to iTrack Bites down below, and there is a link to if you like Built Bars. The new flavor comes out today, so it's down below. You can get a discount if you use that link, and that's all the little plugs that I'm gonna do right now. So until tomorrow, I'll talk to you guys later.